Welcome to Flow with the Grow. I'm your host, Sophia, a health and fitness professional, positivity distributor, and a real-life human being with real-life challenges. Every Tuesday, you will hear my honest conversations on the day-to-day highs and lows that life teaches us, as well as bring you actionable tips that you can implement to improve your health and wellness journey. This podcast will empower you to flow with the inevitable setbacks of life. You will learn what it means to flow with the grow, see through a lens of optimism, and navigate your way to living your best life. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Now let's jump into your daily dose of positivity and growth.
It's bacon, mac and cheese, and egg.
Wait, peanut butter, fried bananas, bacon. That sounds disgusting.
It's so
Peanut butter?
good.
Fried bananas,
Yeah.
bacon, American cheese, egg, and mayo.
It's so good.
Me, I don't think so.
I think so.
I don't know.
And I can't wait for it.
81 days.
Yeah. They got a burger sandwich, breaded mushroom.
Come this way. Say what?
Sounds like the mushroom is the bun.
The mushroom is the bun?
Yeah.
Babe, come over here.
Nope.
Come on.
I'm looking at burgers. I'm glad you're recording all this because this really captures us.
Is it really hard to not eat stuff?
Yeah, I hate it. Just look at pictures of food. And
How do you not then? Like, what's your secret? How do you not?
They have a vegan burger.
That sounds good.
Caramelized onion would
That sounds
fucking
really good.
slap right now. That's all I need.
Okay, so, how do you not eat stuff is my
I
question.
just don't.
Well, what goes through your head? You're like, oh my god, this looks so good. Like, I just want to bite. Just like one little bite or just do it.
Because I can't have just one little bite.
So do you just think about your show or like what? Like, what helps you to not eat the stuff?
I don't know, I just don't. I don't think about anything, I just don't do it.
I just can't do that.
You can.
I guess for some things I can. Because like fast food. I just know that it makes me feel like shit, so I don't. But I know that if I also eat a lot of like insomnia cookies, I'd also not feel good.
But you should do it with like everything now, like even if you have too much of the fit butters. It's not good. It's too much fat.
That's true, and then I feel like shit, but I still do it sometimes.
Tell yourself no.
Doesn't work for me.
Tell yourself I said no.
Yeah, I said no. I think I legit need to like talk to myself about it.
Yeah, do that. Till you get the habit of just not doing it.
It's hard.
It's easy.
It's a lot of dedication.
I just look at pictures of food. And that's it. Me and my food porn.
Yeah, I notice you look at food a lot. Phone.
Because it looks so good. I'm just gonna sit on your lap. Jesus Christ.
Okay. How did we meet? I want to hear your story, and then we'll hear my story.
Why did I have to go first?
I don't know, because I asked.
It was my first time. Show me how it's done. How far back do you want to go? Like the first time I saw you?
Yes, all of it. Hopefully IGTV is like, this will fit.
I think you could crop some of this shit out.
No, hell
We've
no.
been jacking around for a
It's
while
the
now.
best. Okay.
You go first.
No, you go first.
No.
Come on.
This is my first time.
No. What do you mean?
I haven't done anything like this. You gotta show me how to do it.
We're just talking,
But we're not.
Here we are. Okay.
How do we meet?
Okay, so Anytime Fitness, we were there.
Were we? You were working the first time when I walked in.
Did you see me like right away, or did you like go to the like you were like in the weight or like the weight area and then you saw me?
Well, I came in, I walked in the door and like went over to like where the benches are,
Yeah.
in the dumbbell rack. And I saw you in the purple turf area because you were training.
Yeah.
You were working.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I remember that. So I remember I was training and I already was like pretty high energy. And then like I saw you and my first thought was, who is this chick? Who is this? I need to cancel out of that.
I say that.
Let's say what? Where?
This is bacon.
What? Where? Oh, probably because when I first started recording it, that's like what I said. I remember what you said. Okay, so
Okay.
anyways, I saw her, Kiana, and I was like, who is that? Literally, that was a voice in my head. Who is that? That's like what it was. I'm just like, holy shit.
You're gonna swear on here.
I swear on my podcast all the time.
Jeez.
Not all the time, but
That's a
every once in
naughty
while.
word.
So anyways, but it was like not just how it was not what I saw, but also how I felt. And it was just like, whoa.
Yeah.
And I just like, I don't know, I got like butterflies. I remember that. I don't know if I told you that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I got butterflies. Okay, so at the gym, Anytime Fitness, I was working, saw you. I was like, holy shit, who is that? And I would see you in there a lot, all the time. Oh, actually, no, like every Friday, at least every Friday almost. Sometimes on Saturdays.
Yeah, if you were there.
Yeah. But every Friday. And I remember like starting to look forward to Fridays because I knew that you would be there at some point, or like you probably would be there at some point. And then when you weren't there, I was kind of disappointed and just like, oh man, like because you weren't there. And I remember thinking like I was gonna ask you, like why? Oh yeah, okay. So I remember thinking like, I don't know if I should be talking to you on camera.
I don't know.
Okay. So I remember. We'll just talk to each other.
Okay.
So I remember asking, I remember thinking that I wanted to ask you first off, why you're only here on Fridays. Like, because I figured, I was like, hey, she's probably only here on the weekends because of like family, or I thought maybe you were in a relationship, or like, I don't really know for sure. And then I also wanted to ask if you were into bodybuilding, like if you were doing a show, prepping for a show, because you would always pose. But I remember thinking, I was like, when I saw you pose for the first time, I was thinking, okay, well, she must be doing a show in the future. But I was like, hell yeah, good for you, good for that. Like, I was just like, good for you, because like a lot of times people are like scared to take. Whenever I see someone taking a selfie, I'm just like, yes, you go, girl, or you go, guy. Do it, because I like to do that too, and it's whatever. So I was gonna either ask you about why you're only here on Fridays, if you're doing a show, and to say like, that's awesome that you're taking a selfie. I don't know.
Yeah, but you never did.
And I thought it was, I know, and I thought it was awesome that you like just. I remember telling you this in the Instagram message.
Yeah, you did say that.
I was like, this girl is awesome, because like you just tear off your shirt, start posing, doing stuff, and I was like, okay, yeah, she for sure is doing a show. But I also remember thinking like, you had so much confidence, and just you doing that, I was like, heck yes, good for you. That's awesome.
I did not have confidence.
You didn't.
I just had to do it.
Well, and you
Just
just
got practice.
you seem like you just didn't care what people thought.
No, I don't.
You just didn't really care what people thought, and you were just. And yeah, just the fact of like you doing that, like that's freaking awesome. More people need to be like you. Yeah, they do.
I'm a funny guy.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So, and then it was probably like, I don't know, at least a couple months went by probably, right?
I first came to your gym probably like a year ago right now.
That's so wild to me because I don't remember it being a year ago.
It was about a year ago. Because it was before I went to Snap, and I just looked the other day. And I went to Snap in like October or November. It was about a year ago that I came to Anytime for the first time.
That's crazy. Maybe because I was kind of in the middle of a breakup. And but no, because I don't know. Because when I saw you though, I was just like, oh my gosh, like who is this? And I feel like at that time, I was at a place in my life where I was like good, like with just being myself. Like I was happy, like I'd done a lot of like inner work, I feel like, for myself. So, but I feel like that came after my breakup. But that would be like around this time. I don't know.
It was
I
around
don't get the timing.
maybe in September or October. I can't remember. I don't know.
And you saw me right away?
Yeah.
The first day?
I know I saw you before I went to Snap.
I don't know. But I remember you always like would take off your headphones all the time.
Yep.
And I specifically remember like you came by the Purple Surf area, you were like by a squat rack, you had your headphones off, and you kept looking at me.
Because you weren't looking at me already, huh?
And
I should see when I send you that message.
yeah, you should. That's a good idea. But had your headphones off, and I just remember like almost going to say something to you. Or like, but no, in my mind I was like, no, she's probably gonna say something to me. Like I thought you were gonna ask me a question, ask me if you're using
good,
stuff.
Huh? I did ask you the one time if you were using like a rack or something. You said no.
Oh, I think after that I probably turned around and just like smiled. I don't know if I remember that, but it just seemed like you were gonna ask me more, just like start talking to me. And I almost did, and then I just decided not to, didn't do it. Just hoping that you would be the first person to talk.
Yeah, because you're too good to start conversations with anybody.
No, I have no problem starting conversations with people. No,
that's what you told me. You said if somebody wants to talk to me, they'll come talk to me. It's like, okay.
Yeah, I was like, well, if you wanted to come talk to me, you would have. Yeah. And
garbage.
I just decided not to.
I think it was like April or March 7th. Did I message you? April 7th, look at that.
April 7th. Oh. Let's read it. Okay. Hey, my name is Kiana. Not sure if you recognize me at all, but I work out at your gym sometimes, mostly on the weekends. Anyways, I started listening to your podcast a couple of days ago. It's good shit. I like it. And I just had a question for you. Okay, pause. Because you later told me that you thought my podcast was going to be shit.
Yeah, I did.
Why?
Because, okay, I told you why too, because I was so used, because I used to work out at Planet Fitness. Yeah. And I was so used to the trainers there that don't know anything.
Yeah.
So I thought you would be the same and not really know what you're talking about and just putting that information out there, because that is 100% what Planet Fitness trainers do.
Okay.
That's why.
And then you listen to it and you're like, holy shit, this is actually really good. She knows what she's talking about.
I don't know if I'd go that far.
Well, what did you think then?
Just kidding.
What do you think then?
It was good. You actually know what you're talking about.
Okay. And I just had a question for you. I've only listened to a few episodes, so maybe you do talk about it in one I haven't heard yet. But with your struggle to build a good relationship with food, have you ever thought about or tried just counting macros? This has majorly helped me. I used to way undereat, but then I got a bodybuilding coach, which if you have seen me at the gym is why I am posing a lot of the time, looking like a tool probably. And in the last year, we have doubled my calorie intake and doubled my carbs. I put on muscle and leaned out pretty nice so far. Just something to think about and consider if you haven't yet. Seriously, keep up the kick-ass job with the podcast.
Yep.
Okay, so I remember I was right over there. right
the
over there.
kitchen.
I don't remember what I was doing. I think I was probably meal prepping or cleaning or something. And I don't get notifications on my phone, so I didn't see it pop up. But I just remember going to my phone, and you had followed me before this, though, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So back up. When you followed me, I remember. So I went to my phone and I just saw how your name followed, and I was like, "Oh, who is this?" And I think in the little picture, I kind of recognized you, and I was like, I kind of I got like happy about it and excited, and I went to your profile and just like, and I got excited because it was you that followed me, and then after you sent this, or when I got this message, okay, I was over there when I saw that you followed me, and I'm like, oh. I got excited, and then you sent this, I got it. And I just remember it just made my day. I just like could not stop smiling. I thought that was awesome that you like comment on our podcast and stuff. And then I said,
I had to comment on your podcast. I couldn't just slide into your DMs. Okay, what's up?
That's the way that you did it. And how long did it take you to send the message?
A few days. I wrote it up in my notes and had it sitting there. And yeah, I just kind of got to the point where I was like, I have to talk to you because I didn't want to miss out on that opportunity because I knew that eventually I'd stop coming to the gym.
Yeah.
Well, I thought I would stop coming to the gym.
But you sent it because you didn't want to miss out on the opportunity. And was that like the reason why you sent it?
Yeah, I just felt like I needed to talk to you.
I remember saying like it was no matter like what really came up of like whatever relationship it was, like you had told me before that you just wanted to like connect with me, talk with me, and no matter what, just like be in my life in whatever way.
Yeah.
And because you said that you knew that you were probably never coming back to Brookings.
Yeah, I thought I was never going to come back here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why.
After like a month.
Yeah.
Or like a month after I sent that. Whatever it was.
Yep. And then I said, thank you. I appreciate that a lot. And of course oh yeah. Okay. So, was this after this was, you sent this message. Okay. That's why I said hi when we passed in the parking lot.
Yeah. See, I told you.
Okay.
We just got in an argument about this too. And I was right. Yeah. You're like, no, you messaged me first. I was like, no.
Before I saw you? No, I knew that you followed me. You followed me first.
Yeah, but you said I messaged you first before you said see you to
no,
me
I
in the
didn't.
parking lot. Yeah, huh?
For sure, I was right.
No,
Yeah.
no, I was right.
I distinctly remember.
No,
Yes,
no,
I distinctly
no,
remember.
No.
You followed me, and then
Yeah.
I was like, hey, the next time I see her, I'm gonna say hello,
Yeah,
or like
but
if
the
she's
other-
leaving, say bye, so
I
she
know.
knows that I'm like, hey, I wanted to like recognize that
see
I know who you were. Yes, I know who you are.
I know,
You
I'm
followed
not-
me, like I'm just gonna.
Yeah, but the other day you're like, no, we messaged first before you said anything to me in person. And I was like, no.
Before you say anything to me in person.
No.
Yes, that's what you just
No.
said. That's what you just
No,
said.
you said that I had messaged you before you saw me and said see you to me in the parking lot.
I don't think I said that.
And you did, and I was definitely right. So, continue.
I don't know about that.
I'm always right.
Anyways. So I saw you. You were okay. I'm gonna finish reading this quick. I tried counting macros once my fitness pal and hated that. I just struggled to keep track of all the food I ate, and specifically entering them into the app was frustrating and just time consuming for me. Oh yeah, I hated that. But it is something I've thought about trying out again. Maybe there's something I could do differently, ? And I've also thought about hiring a coach for that too, just for extra accountability with nutrition stuff. Thank you for reaching out to bring that up, and I'm happy you're loving my podcast so far. Okay, and then that's when it started, just messaging back and forth. And you thought it was going to be,
Just like one and done.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what I thought too. I thought it was going to kind of fizzle out. But I don't know, I kind of knew, I had a feeling, I knew that wasn't going to happen.
Oh,
I
I
didn't
thought
think
for
that.
sure you were just being nice and responding.
Nope.
Once. Just nope.
Back and forth, back and forth. And
It
then,
flowed really well.
okay, I always wanted to know this actually. So you went to drill, or no, you got activated or whatever for
Yeah.
George Floyd stuff, and you gave me your number, and you're like, "Hey, if you want to keep talking, here's my number." And was it because Instagram drained your battery? Is that why you gave me your number, your phone number?
It's just annoying to go into the Instagram app every time I message you.
I see. Okay, that's why. I was curious about that. So, back up to when I first said something to you,
Mm-hmm.
you were, because I had already been like, okay, I'm going to say something to her when I see her next, like just hello, whatever. And you were walking out, what?
I was walking out of the gym.
You're walking out of the gym.
With my girlfriend at the time.
And
we were walking back from the Hy-Vee gas station, I think. That's where it looked like you were coming from. You had a bag of ice. You had a bag of ice.
Did I really?
Yeah, I don't know what you were doing with it.
I had a bag of ice.
Yeah. I swear you had a bag of ice.
I do not remember that.
I do.
I know someone brought me a bag of ice because he like brought me cold brew coffee stuff and just like whatever.
You were walking back from the gas station or something. You were like coming from that direction with a bag of ice.
Interesting. I did not remember that. So, okay. What is that? So you were okay, so I was walking in, I saw you were behind your now ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
You were behind her. And I remember just being like, just in my head saying like, okay, I'm going to say something. And I said, see ya. Or what'd I say? See you later.
See ya.
Yeah, I was just like, see you later. And you're like, you just said bye, I think.
What a line you came up with.
Well, tell them the line that you came up with to your ex-girlfriend.
Oh, yeah, because you said that. And then we got into my car and I said, you see the way that she flirted with me? And then after that, she started calling you my girlfriend all the time.
And now here we are.
Yeah, now here we are.
But also, she saw me at the bar when I used to work at the 9, and he used to call me the hot bartender.
Yeah.
And then you guys started calling me the hot trainer.
I started calling you the hot trainer.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Before she knew, like, before she connected who you were to the hot bartender.
Oh, so she... Oh, okay. And then she connected it when she saw me when you two were there once?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I pointed you out. I said, yeah, that's a hot trainer I talked about.
Mm-hmm.
She said, oh, that's a hot bartender I talked about.
That's hilarious. What else? I know there's something else that I tell people about when they ask me how we meet. Is that how it was in your mind?
Yeah.
Did I miss anything?
First time I saw you, had the same, like, just like this overwhelming feeling of, I don't even know how to describe it.
Yeah.
Just amazement.
And then, what were you attracted to? Like, what attracted you? What attracted you the most about me? Did I say that right?
Yeah, you did. I just don't know. All of it. Your energy, for sure.
Yeah.
It's just, you just lit up the whole gym. I noticed right away. And I'd always, like, whenever I did work out and see you there, I tried so hard to figure out your schedule, too.
Oh, yeah.
I could not. But anytime that you were there, I would always try to, like...
Impress?
impress, show off a little bit.
I remember a few times, like, looking over and then just thinking, holy cow, she's really strong. Or, like, she knows what she's doing. Like, you were lifting a lot of weight.
Yeah.
I was being like, holy cow.
Yeah, and I would take my headphones off anytime I came by you, see if you wanted to say something to me, but you never did.
Nope.
Nope.
I think I probably looked at you, too, a lot more than I realized.
You looked at me a lot.
I know!
Just be staring at me.
And then you would look up and look at me. Like, I remember also specifically one time, I think you were doing landmine row, and I was looking at you, and then you, like, got done, and you're, like, tired or whatever, and then you, like, glanced over at me.
Seeing if you were watching me.
And then I, like,
It's just there showing off for you.
all the time.
All the time.
So, who are you? What do you do?
I'm an electrician.
How long have you been doing
On and off for like 5 years. 4 years. I don't know.
that? Did you go to college?
Nope.
And you are in the National Guard,
Yeah.
and you're doing bodybuilding shows.
Mm-hmm.
2 of them.
Mm-hmm.
October,
November.
And it's...
I got tricked into a Spartan race, too.
Did not trick you.
Yeah, you did.
Did not. You could have easily looked at the details yourself.
I'm not gonna read that. I trusted you to not sign me up for some garbage.
You never said that.
It's implied. You know I don't run. I can't count to 10. You think I'm gonna run 13 miles?
Yeah, but obstacles along the way. You know?
I'm throwing you into the mud
Just
pit and leaving you there.
Just challenging you to your physical abilities.
I don't want to be challenged like that.
Okay, so what kind of bodybuilding show are you doing? Not bikini. Or are you doing bikini?
Fuck no.
Okay, we were
Too big
doing
for that.
To what?
Too big for that.
Oh, okay. What are you doing?
Physique.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Women's physique.
Women's physique. For both?
Yeah. What about the first time we worked out together? You want to talk about that?
Yeah.
Or like when I was leaving the gym asking you if you wanted to work out?
Oh, yeah. Okay. So I remember I was in Heather's office.
Yeah, you were.
You were there. I was like, I don't know, I remember like printing stuff or whatever. And you asked about working out together. But because we also messaged about it. You were like, yeah, I'm pretty sure we were like, yeah, we should get a workout in together.
I know I was leaving the gym with my now ex.
Yeah, you were. Because I was like thinking, I wonder how her ex feels about this. You asking to work out. I think I might have asked you that. And she was fine with it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think just, I don't know.
I mean, she maybe has a problem with it now, but
well, yeah.
At the time, no.
Yeah. So then you asked about getting a workout in that
The
next day. Yeah, because we had to do early morning.
Yeah, because you were going to Sioux Falls.
Yeah, that's right.
With your sisters.
So we did it early in the morning. And I'm like never nervous around people, but I was so nervous around you all the time.
Why?
Even like when we were just talking randomly. And I'm really good at talking to people, just like random conversation. I'm confident. I'm really not nervous ever.
Why were you nervous then?
I don't know. I had a crush. I don't know. I think that I didn't want to come off as like stupid or like I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it wasn't even that. I just was nervous. I just was. And then so we worked out in the morning and then we also worked out another time after that, but it was in the evening time.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that a lot more than the morning time. I don't know why.
I think we talked a lot more. The nighttime one.
Yeah, we did. We talked a lot more.
So that's when you asked me if I was dating anyone or why I was there.
Because then you said, and I had figured, but
Yeah.
then you said you're a girlfriend. And like internally, I just kind of was like,
I don't know.
It's like every time we were talking, I was like thinking about a future with you,
Yeah.
which is weird because that has never happened to me.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
Like asking questions about what you want to do, where you want to live, kids. It's like every time I was like thinking about being with you. Yeah. And then like when you said that you had a girlfriend, I just was kind of like saddened by that. Just like, oh man. And then when you were going back to Minnesota once.
Oh yeah. This is so good.
You should I tell you yourself?
You tell.
Okay.
You sneaky little dog.
Okay. I know, this is good. So I'm pretty proud of myself.
You should be.
And for the fact that you're saying that.
I was impressed when you told me that.
Yeah.
I had no
idea. Okay, because we were talking about counting macros, me getting into that, how I want to get more into that. It would maybe help me with like food restriction and all of that. And you told me about this app, My Macros Plus, and I honestly I don't like figuring stuff out on my own. Really, I don't like reading instructions. I just wanted you to show me it anyways, but also gave me an excuse to see you again. But this so I think I downloaded the app, and there were a couple times because I remember you were gonna show it to me at the evening time workout that we did.
Yeah.
And you didn't, but I remembered that entire time, but I didn't say anything.
I didn't know that either. Until just
Really?
Yeah, you never told me that.
I remember because I remembered it, but I was like, thinking, no, I'm gonna wait because then I'll have to ask her like I had this all planned out because I knew the next day you were leaving, and I don't think I really knew what time yet. I think maybe you like gave me a general idea, but I knew that I was gonna be going for a run in the morning and working out, and I was gonna use that as my excuse to like see you again one more time.
Yeah, so you asked me to come there, show you the app.
Yeah, so the next day, I was like, oh yeah, forgot to show you. You know, you forgot to see the app. Forgot how to have you show me how to use it because you tried explaining it before, but I just like wanted to see it. And then I was like, the next morning I was like, oh, I forgot to do the app thing. And then I think you were like, yeah, I swing by before I leave.
And I did.
Yep. And
you didn't even pay attention to me telling you.
I really
anything
didn't.
about the app.
I really didn't. And it looked okay at the time. It did look kind of confusing, but you were like talking about it, and I just was like, and I like kind of got it, but also like I didn't either.
What were you thinking about? How come you weren't paying attention?
Just because you were there, I guess. I don't know. I was kind of paying attention,
No, you weren't.
but there was kind of a lot to it too. Yeah. And you had no idea that I did that.
I had no
I had it
idea.
all planned out 24 hours ahead of time.
That's amazing.
I know.
I've never done anything
Just so
like
I could
that.
see you one more time before you left. Because I knew I wasn't going to see you for a couple weeks too.
Yeah.
I think. So like, all right, I'm going to do this. And then I'm sure people are going to wonder this because I've had people ask me like, have you always known? Have you always known that you're bi or like what?
Oh, yeah.
Like what would you categorize like for me? And I don't know. I feel like since I know myself now, I feel like I would be pan. But whatever. I don't know like labels anyways.
Yeah.
But
I would agree with that, but I also don't.
yeah.
I don't see the reason to put a label on anything.
Yeah. But okay, so here's a story with that. So I've never told this before, besides to you.
Okay.
And maybe I'll call it other people, Jenna and stuff. But never publicly said this before.
Look at you go.
I know. So when I was so it all started, it just, I don't know, I don't think this is why, but in middle school, it was me and a classmate, another classmate, and I'm pretty sure another classmate. And one of them, he was like, did you know that one of you will be gay when you grow up? Or lesbians.
One in three.
Well, yeah, 1 in 3. One of you will be lesbian when you grow up. And I just remember thinking, like, at first we were like, what? It was so random. And we were like, why would he say, like, what? Why would he say that? But in my mind, that always stuck with me because I was like, what if that's me? Or is that me? Like, I just always kind of questioned it. And then growing up, I was always more attracted to the masculine female. And, like, I don't know, just like I don't know. And, yeah. And then, but I never really knew. And I always kind of like pushed it down, just because I didn't know. And plus I was in a long-term relationship anyways, and that didn't really matter. But, then I was with my sisters and we were talking about it and they were explaining it as a spectrum. And I had never heard of that before. Like, I thought it was either, like, you are fully straight or, like, you're fully gay.
No, it's very much a spectrum.
Yeah. And one of my sisters was, like, she was pointing out, she's like, okay, it's a spectrum. She's like, I could think a girl is attractive, but I wouldn't want to do anything with them. Like, I know I wouldn't want to do anything with them. And then that kind of, like, opened up this, like, acceptance for myself and being like, oh, and maybe not acceptance, maybe a little bit of that, but also like, okay, it's a spectrum. Like maybe I am a little bit, or like they just kind of made it more of like an okay thing, and like a thing where it was like this is normal to kind of feel this way. And then that's when I kind of like I was like, okay, I'm just gonna like let go of like pushing it down. I don't know. And then eventually you had asked me if I was bi.
Mm-hmm.
And then I told you all of that. And I was like, here's the thing. Like, I don't really know because I didn't really know, and I've never been this attracted to another female. Ever.
As,
What?
like with me?
Yeah,
saying?
as with you. I've never been this attracted to another female than like I have with you.
Nice.
Yeah. Like I was like kind of attracted to like a couple others, but like, and those were probably like way in the past. But yeah, so like I don't really know. It would have to be like more of this like experimentation, self-exploration.
That's when I said I'd volunteer.
Yeah, you did. You're like, I will 100%. I don't even know how you worded it.
I sent you the Katniss meme of her yelling, "I volunteer." That's what I did.
You did. I volunteered. Yep. So you volunteered, and yeah, I was like, well, if it's gonna be with anyone, it's definitely gonna be with you.
I think that's what you said, dude.
Yeah. Because we already had this like I felt like we already had like a good connection, not just like. I felt like it was more than just like a friendship. Like that was there, but we had like a lot of deep conversations.
Yeah, we did.
And and not only like it felt like that, but also I wanted it to be more than just a friendship.
Mm-hmm.
That's like kind of how I was.
Feelings were starting to develop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's like how I was like thinking about it all for the future too. So yeah.
What else?
I don't know.
We went to the Palisades and you held my hand.
Oh yeah, okay. Because we went to the Palisades because you've never been there before, right?
Right.
And then we went to my sister's. Oh yeah, because that's the first time where I was like, gonna try and do anything. I guess. Okay,
Yeah.
so.
Me and my girlfriend at the time broke up before all of this.
Oh yeah, maybe we should see that.
I was single at this point.
Yeah, like we were
For a
talking,
while.
like we were talking just like as friends. And even though in my mind I feel like it was gonna be more than just friends, I knew that you guys were together, so like nothing was gonna happen. Plus you were
Yes.
away anyways, and, like nothing happened. And but you had opened up to me saying that you were unhappy in your relationship.
Mm-hmm. And then I ended things shortly after that.
Yeah. I'm sure there's some people who were like, "Well, you broke up with
Yeah.
her for me."
Which is not true.
Yeah.
It was not a good relationship, and I was very unhappy. It had nothing to do with you.
Yeah. And I thought it was awesome that you did that anyways, just because like a lot of people stay in their relationship.
Which is what I did in the
Unhappy.
past.
Oh yeah. So
Like-
you should know what.
Yeah, me and one of my other exes stayed with her for like almost a year, being unhappy and arguing all the time.
You didn't want that to happen again.
No.
So then we hung out like. I was probably it was a bit after that because we were gone in
I was activated for
a couple weeks. A few weeks,
a couple weeks. Yeah, didn't we hung out a couple of times before that though, because I came over and we watched a movie and I sat on the floor.
Oh yeah, you came over, sat on the floor right there,
Yeah,
and I
right
was
there.
like, "You can come like chill on the bed. Like you can come sit. I mean, it's a pretty big bed. I was like, you can just come sit over here." And you're like, "But I'm already here."
I'm already there.
And I like I couldn't get you for a while. Like you're hilarious. I remember you were hilarious and like through texting and stuff. But
Yeah.
hanging out, I didn't know what to think because you're pretty quiet.
Yeah.
I feel like not as much now.
No, I'm shy at first.
Yeah, but you were really quiet. And back up just a second. You had told me that you don't talk to people first. You never, I don't know if we established that. You never talk to people, and that's why it was so crazy that you sent me that first
Yeah.
message.
I have never sent
The first message.
anybody. No. Not
And if
even
you
once.
hadn't, I probably wouldn't have
Nope.
sent anything, and we probably wouldn't be here right now.
We would not be right here right now.
Yeah. So, okay, then I couldn't get you at first because you were shy. And I remember just like, because I can make conversation, but also just like, I didn't know. It's like I was at a loss for words because I was like nervous too.
Yeah.
But I just didn't know what to think. Like sometimes I was like, is she mad? Is she upset? Is she sad? Like I just didn't know.
I was just vibing.
You're very like, this is good for me though, because you're very like chill
Yes.
and grounding, and I am not as much like that.
No, you're not.
And so it's kind of good for me to just like chill down a little bit. But But yeah, so we were here and started a movie, and you were just up against the wall, and I'm like, you can come sit over here, or we can move the chair, or whatever. And yeah, you're just like, well, I'm already here.
I was very nervous. Plus, I probably would have tried to make a move then. I didn't know how you like really felt about that,
Mhm.
so I just stayed down there to control myself.
Yeah. I remember you saying a lot of time that you were letting me take the lead in like making any sort of move, which I super appreciated.
It's because it was your first time.
Mm-hmm.
I have been with girls since I was like 14. So.
Yeah, I've never been with another girl too. And so, yeah, so it was nice that you did that. And it just felt really respectful. I know some people were, not some people, but I think a couple people were like, would ask me if like you try anything or like whatever. And I'm like, no, she's letting me drive it, and very respectful. And you had said that you wanted to create just like a safe environment and place, and yeah.
It was very important to me.
And then, so after so we went to Palisades, and then went to my sister's, and babysitting, and then the kids were in bed. Had a great time.
Mm-hmm.
We were with the hose water.
Oh yeah.
With Kenley.
Yep.
That was fun.
That was like the first time that I actually like wrapped my arms around you too.
Mhm.
Was then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When we were just like playing with the water and like water fight or whatever. Yeah. Yeah, I remember. I liked that.
Me too.
So yeah, I feel like the more that we hung out, the more that we talked, the more that like whatever, I like knew more and more and more. But I still didn't know how I felt about if I would want, because I was super attracted to you, but I didn't know how I'd feel about like kissing, making out, like doing anything like that, holding hands. So, but I knew that I just had to try.
Yeah.
To know. And you always were like, if it's ever a no, just tell me.
Mm-hmm.
So then we were at my sister's and put the kids to bed, whatever. We were watching a show or watching a movie on the couch. I just remember you were laying there. You were sitting there. Yeah, you were laying there.
Back like this on the
Yes.
couch.
It was just like, it was laying perfectly on the couch. I remember looking at the movie, and like so many times I would look down at your hand just so many times, just like I would just stare at it, and I would picture myself holding your hand. And then I got super nervous. I got a lot of like butterflies, but also it was like this a strong gut feeling, and it was either to like not hold your hand, but I knew it was to hold your hand.
Yeah.
And
you just came over with your little pinky.
Yep, I just like slid my hand over because your hand was like that. Yeah, and I remember just like going like this. Yep. And I remember doing that. I'm pretty sure my heart was racing. And I just was so mad. My face was probably red. And I did it. Just like, I didn't know how you'd feel about it. I mean, but you had already said that like you like would want me to whatever.
I had to hold back the happy wiggles.
You did?
Yeah.
Yeah, you get happy wiggles.
Yeah, I do.
And then I remember you like looked down at it and looked at me.
Mm-hmm.
You said you were shocked because you
I did
didn't
not think
expect
you were
that.
gonna do that.
Yeah.
But I had like thought about like trying to hold your hand earlier in the day too.
Yeah, Palisades.
Yep.
Yeah, I remember that.
I was gonna tell you that I was a palm reader, and then when you gave me your hand, I would have been like, I'm not. I just wanted this.
Yeah, I remember that. That's funny. Do you want to tell them what you said to me? So okay, when I get nervous, I say stupid random stuff that's like so dumb. Do you know what I'm talking about?
No.
We were sitting on.
Oh my god! Yes, I do.
Sitting on a rock and just like enjoying the view. Okay, because we had hiked to a place. We had hiked to a place called Balancing Rock.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, we were
Balancing Rock.
Yeah, we went to Balancing Rock first.
Yeah, and we were just sitting there.
We went to the Balancing Rock first, and then we went back somewhere and went around, and we were like sitting like 20 feet away from it.
Yeah. And I was like, that's what I say. That's the balancing rock. That's what it looks like
from far away.
That's what it looks like from far away. Because we've been super close to it, and I was like, that's what it looks like from far away. And what did you say?
Something like, no way. You ever thought about being a tour guide? I think it's your
I
calling.
just thought that was so funny. Oh shit, yeah.
There's been a couple of times too, like when we're driving somewhere, I'll just be like, and that's what it looks like from far away.
Oh.
I totally forgot. I need to start doing that again.
That's what it looks like from far away.
Yeah.
Okay. And then I think that like that weekend, like you went back to where you're from. It was like 3.5 hours away, St. Louis Park. Which, by the way, took me a solid couple months to figure out St. Louis Park is where you live.
We didn't kiss that day?
No, that's what I was just gonna ask you. Okay, I'm pretty sure that. Okay, it was either that night.
Yeah, it was after we came back here because it was in your kitchen.
Yeah, because you had because I was like, yeah, because you turned me down. Because I was like, you can stay the night if you want. Because it was so late. But then you said you were gonna stay at ex-girlfriend's.
Yep.
Why?
I don't know. I didn't know if you actually wanted me to stay the night here or not. I was just nervous.
Aww.
So I went and slept on the couch over there. Yeah.
I did not know that. Because you told me that. Did she know that you were with me all day?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Because you told me that like you had to. I don't know. You just told me you had
I think
stuff
I had
to
stuff
do.
there too.
Yeah, you had stuff there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so then I actually think it was that night. Maybe I'm pretty sure it was that night.
I think it was too.
Yeah, I think it was. But because you were leaving, and whether it was that day or not, whatever. But I was thinking, I'm just gonna have to try kiss you at some point just to like see, you know. And what helped me like make the decision to just do it was that you had said that you wanted me to. Because I remember in the past I was like, well, I don't know if she wants me to, even though deep down I knew that you wanted me to.
Everybody knew.
But then but then you saying that you wanted me to like made it better. And so you were about to leave. I think we like went in for a hug, or I don't know.
Yeah, we hugged.
And then I just
like
leaned in for the kiss.
yeah, got 3 kisses,
Mm-hmm.
3 pecks.
Really good. Mm-hmm.
I think I asked you right away too if it was okay for you.
Yeah, you did. And almost you left and you right away asked if it was okay. And yeah, it was. I was still kind of like unsure, but like it was okay.
Mediocre at best.
Yeah, it was just like below average.
Oh, thanks.
Just kidding. It was definitely it was more than I remember thinking like it was more than okay, and yeah. And that's how it all started.
Pretty much.
What else? Doing this.
I don't know. Came to my grandma's house. After that, gave you the note.
Oh yeah. We're just over there still.
Yep. And it took me a while to get out of the friend zone.
Took a little bit.
A few months.
July 22nd.
Did you ever think about it?
I just had to count. Not count, but I had to January, March, April, May, June, July, because it's August now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I just thinking about it for a second.
And didn't Heather say like a couple of times after you came back from Minnesota from the weekend, like she would ask you like, oh, you got a girlfriend yet? Or something like that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She thought for sure. I remember there was one time she thought for sure that we were, but like we hadn't yet. Hadn't made it official.
I know I asked you a couple of times like where you were at, if you were close to being ready to
like to make it official.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And I always knew that it would. It just basically effed up my plans of being single for 2 years.
Yep.
Because I was set. I was going to be single for at least 2 years. My sister was like, you need to be single for a year. I think is what she said.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm going to be single for 2 years.
But
hell? And then I remember like this was like way before. I think it was before you had asked about like being official and stuff.
Mhm.
I already knew. I think maybe I told you this. Like I already knew that we were going to be official, like and dating. Like I already knew that. It's just that I was scared of the a commitment again,
Yeah.
and like thinking like long term. Like I was scared about it, and I just didn't want anything down the line to happen. Yeah. So I was scared about it. But then it's like I slowly started realizing that like I'm talking myself into believing, into like wanting to believe that it wouldn't work out, or like that I'm scared of this commitment. Because really deep down, I wasn't scared of it because I wanted to be with you and I knew that we would be.
Yeah.
But it's like I just kept like telling myself that I was scared and didn't want it,
Yeah, I don't know
and
why
pushing
you did that.
down the like me like believing that it would, and that I would want to be with you. You know?
Mm-hmm. Did you say? No, I said I love you first.
Mm-hmm.
Then you said it right after.
You did, yeah. No, it was, well, yeah, first it was love you, and then it was I love you. Because you made that distinct, like, difference, which I thought was really cool.
I don't remember that.
You don't remember that?
Nope.
Okay, let me refresh your mind then. So, I remember you said love you, and
When? I never say that.
yeah, I know, okay, hear me out. You said love you. Yeah, you said, you said love you, and I didn't say it right away. I didn't say it right away because I think I hesitated and then I said it or whatever. I don't really know. I don't remember exactly. But we were talking about it because you had brought up how I hadn't said it. And then you told me that because even before you said it, you're like, I want to tell you this.
Weren't we talking about the love versus in love thing?
Yeah.
That's
what
why
I'm
you
saying.
didn't say it? Cause
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Because, like, to me, it was, like, the same. But then you had said how, like, you can love someone, like, a family member or a really good friend. And we, like I tell my friends I love them.
Mm-hmm.
But it's different than in love.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, when you made that difference, I was like, oh, yeah, she's right. And we were at a point where I was like, I could say, I would totally say I love you. I mean, love you. I mean, not in love, but just love you.
Love you.
Yeah. Okay. So, and I knew that because we had already built like a super strong like connection, relationship. And then that's when I did say,
Love you.
love you.
Mm-hmm.
But we hadn't said, I'm in love with you yet.
Mm-hmm.
Because of that. Yeah. And then I had never thought about it that way before.
That's weird to me. I wonder if most people are like that. Or if they're different. Like,
I don't know. I feel like, well, in my mind, I feel like most people don't think the way that you did about it. Maybe they do.
I feel like they do.
Really? What the heck? I don't know.
I don't know. Do another poll so I can vote for something stupid on there. Yeah. Put a dumb option on.
And then you said, did you say I'm in love with you first?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
Probably.
Yeah.
And I think you said it right after, too.
I did. Mm-hmm. I remember that.
I think you said that you were falling in love with me first.
Oh, yeah, I did say that. I think I said I'm falling for you.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I said. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Definitely. Because I remember thinking that quite often. What?
Nothing. I don't know. What else do you want to talk about?
Mm-hmm.
How does it compare being with me versus like a dude?
I don't want to. I'm not going to compare it in like a negative way.
No.
Because I don't think there is really anything negative.
I want a Venn
Compare it.
diagram someday.
Venn diagram?
Yep.
Okay. She's going to put together a PowerPoint of why we should have kids someday.
Yeah, I don't even need to anymore. You're on board now.
No, I still want to see that PowerPoint.
I'll still make it.
No, I'm not 100% on board.
Yeah, you are.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah, because also it's like I'm never gonna have kids. I also did not see myself ever having kids in my future.
And now what?
It's maybe just a little different.
We're gonna have a couple little beans someday. We can make another video like this when we get married. And then when we have kids.
If we have kids.
When?
You
already told me.
I say
you
if
already
when.
told me that you make yourself say if.
If when. Yeah, I know.
Yeah, whatever.
I do. I kind of do say it now. Force myself to. What was the question? Oh yeah, how's it compared to being with a guy? There was a little fuzzy, and I just did that. That's what that was.
I'm probably funnier, huh?
Chad.
That's
Just
it.
kidding. Definitely funnier.
That one
I'm just kidding, babe. Definitely funnier. Yeah, you make me laugh a lot. Like I'm not.
I don't even try to sometimes.
I know,
You still
and I
do.
know, and then I still replay in my head.
Yeah,
I can't stop laughing.
it's funny that you do that.
No.
I love it.
I don't know how it compares because I just remember I haven't had that many serious relationships. One, actually, really a serious one.
Yeah, this isn't serious.
Well, one other serious one. I'm saying.
No, I'm saying this isn't serious.
Oh, this isn't?
Yeah.
Oh.
You barely even know my middle name.
Yes, I do. And then you
No,
lied to me
I did not.
when I guessed it.
You guessed something else first.
Yeah, and then I guessed it right. And then you said no for
Yeah.
days. Until today, you're like, yeah. You already said it's one that you already said actually, and I freaking knew that crossed my mind. I was like, I bet she said no to one I already said, and the one I already said is right. That crossed my mind.
Well,
So yeah, but I don't know. I feel like I can't compare it really to because any other serious relationship I was in, there was only one other serious relationship, but was also very caring and respectful and all the same things, but maybe in a little bit different way, different feel to it, but both
good.
yeah. So it's hard for me to compare it because I really can't. Or maybe I just don't know how to or how to explain it. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Yeah. How is being with me different than any other of the girls that you've been with?
It's a very healthy relationship.
And the others weren't?
Not
It's not
always. You support me way more than anybody else ever has. In anything that I want to do or am doing.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I've told you this, even without you trying or really even doing anything, I hold myself more accountable. During this prep, I've been holding myself more accountable just because of you.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a better environment to grow in.
Yeah. I'm glad I can do that. I'm glad I do that.
Yeah. And I think we're both very growth minded.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, for sure.
We both want to learn and do things.
Yeah. And I've kind of thought about this because I talk with people sometimes where they're going searching for someone, actively trying to find someone.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just over here thinking because you hear all the time people say the right one will come along when you're ready or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so cliche. or like what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know. Can't read your mind.
Okay, I don't know. It's so cliche, I guess. I don't know, but it's so true. And like I was on a run a couple days ago, and I was thinking about that. Like I just thinking back to like where I was mentally and emotionally when we started talking, and I was because I had told myself like I wanted to before I got into any other relationship, like I wanted to be 100% confident in myself. I wanted to like just be good with myself and give myself compliments and give myself those affirmations without looking for that in someone else or without needing that in someone else.
Yeah.
And that when I did find someone, if they were whatever they provided or whatever they brought, however they made me felt, was just like extra. And I remember being in that space. And then you walked into the gym.
Yeah.
I was in that space for a little bit, not like a long time, but a little bit. And I remember talking to my therapist about this too. Did I hear this?
Yeah, and she said
Yeah.
that you've been really early.
Well, like, because I told her, I was like, I don't know, like, not that I was gonna just stop talking to you, but like, I kind of told her like how I wanted to be single for 2 years, and yeah, I just wanted to be single for 2 years, and because I was really wanting to like work on myself, but like we had just had talked about how like I made a lot of improvements and healing and worked on a lot of things like with body, like confidence, body image issues, like food stuff, past stuff with that. And then like she actually probably started like, yeah, she kind of went through and saw like all of that.
Mm-hmm.
And then just like having the conversation of like how I just wanted to be like good on my own, and anything else that anyone else brought was extra. And then I was just mentioning how I wanted to be single for 2 years. And she's like, well, you didn't need 2 years.
Yeah.
And I didn't. And she pointed that out, and I'm just like, wow.
Look at you go.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, you're right. Thanks.
You should talk about how after we decided to make it official, you went on a run and we're asking the universe for a sign.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my gosh. Because I also didn't tell you this other time, too, that I asked for a sign.
Look at you lying to me.
Not lying, just not
Building
telling
this
you it.
relationship on lies. I get it. Yeah.
So, okay, I'll tell about that first and then the other one. But
Okay.
I was on a run, and I had asked the universe before for like signs too, just about like randomly in life, like just like, okay, I read this book called The Universe Has Your Back, and I'm pretty sure in that book or a different book she talks about, or whoever it was talked about having a sign. And then I also talked with a friend about it who is very spiritual, and she had told me that this was like a few years ago, that if you have a sign, it's kind of like a language with the universe, but like you determine that language. And so you declare to the universe what that language is, and you declare a sign. And you have to be specific, because otherwise the universe, your spirit guides, or whatever, they're confused. You get confused. And
You get confused.
You get confused. They get confused. Like, what the fuck do you want?
You keep swearing on it here. Jeez.
Well, that's just me, babe. I think people actually don't expect me to swear, because I used to really.
didn't.
I know. Everyone says that. I like don't
still
swear.
don't.
And actually, like, and I remember Heather too. Like, the first few times when I said the F word, she was like, and if people were around it, or it was just her, she was like shocked, and she was like, she's like, she's serious. Like, she doesn't swear. I swear a lot in my head. I feel like the F word I don't say a lot. In my head I do, but I'm starting to say it more and more just because it's just like how I think and how, I don't know, just like what I would say.
I'm probably rubbing off on you a little bit. I swear
Maybe.
a lot, I think.
And
I've sworn once on this, though.
probably not. But
Jeez.
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't want to hold it back, I guess. But a lot of people are shocked. Yeah. They like don't think That I guess I don't look like I swear.
You don't.
Mm-mm.
You still don't. Like, it still surprises me.
Probably. What were we talking about? Oh yeah, signs.
Yeah.
Okay. So, okay, yeah. So in the past, I've like tried coming up with a sign or being like, hey, this is my sign. But I was always like iffy with it. And sometimes it would work, sometimes not. I don't know. And whatever, if you don't believe that, like, I mean, sometimes it's like coincidence. Maybe you do believe it. But here's the deal. Like, you do have to believe it. You have to be open to that in order for it to work. And so anyways, the past year, I would say, I've kind of like developed this sign, or kind of like grew into this sign, and I just kind of decided and fell into it being a butterfly. And also 1111, for sure. Because it started about a year ago. I would never see 1111. And then it was like overly, I would see it a lot.
You haven't told me that.
Yeah, I haven't?
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
This was before we started talking, but then also as we were talking, it was like, yeah, it was last probably August? September? No. Yeah. August, September, October, I don't know. But anyways, I started seeing it a lot. A lot. I was like freaking shocked by how much. Because the first few times...
shocked.
Because the first few times I was like, it's just a coincidence. But then it was like just more and more and more. Whereas before I like never saw it. Okay, so back to the butterfly. I was running, and I remember in my head thinking, universe, just show me a sign that I'm on the right path, or that it was maybe not, okay, and that was the right decision to like have a relationship with you, like make it official and like go forward with it. And I remember thinking in my mind, so this is my thought process. It happened very quickly in my head. I realized that, no, I need to be specific. So I was like, I need to see a butterfly. And then I just decided to be more specific. So I was like, I need to see a butterfly on this run, and that I needed it to happen before I was done running. And there's something else, but maybe not. And then I just decided, and then I just kind of like took a breath and let it go. Like, so I made it like super specific. I kind of just like declared that to the universe. I was like, I need this sign. And I wasn't like wishy-washy about it. I wasn't like just hoping for it and then subconsciously thinking, okay, it's not going to happen. I like literally in my mind like declared it. I needed it. And then I just like let it go and took a breath. And not even 5 seconds later, probably like 2 seconds later, on the sidewalk in front of me flew a butterfly across the sidewalk. And it was on the path too.
Yeah.
Which, looking back, is kind of crazy because there have been at least 2 other times now, where a butterfly was like on my path, in the path. Not that I was asking for a sign.
Yeah.
But it was just there. And then another time, I remember laying in bed, and I think it was after we were talking, but I think you had gone to bed maybe. And I just, again, like wanted a sign. And in my head, I was like, hey, I need to see 1111 on my phone. And I look at my phone, and I'm pretty sure it was 1111, or I think it was 1111, and it was like when I texted you or you texted me, like 1111 came up. I don't know. I just remember being like, yeah, I just remember being like, holy cow. I don't know. And when I saw that butterfly too, I just remember like this, I got like, just my gut like expanded. It was like, holy shit. And that's when I messaged you. I was mid-run, and I was like, I need to tell you this. Yeah. It was
crazy. If you didn't see that butterfly, you were going to end things. Babe, I didn't see a butterfly on my run. We're done.
We're done. I asked the universe for a sign, didn't see it. We're done. Sorry, the universe does not want us to be together.
That makes sense. That tracks.
There's one other time there was a sign. Oh yeah, maybe this. Okay, because there was one other time where it happened, and I was like, I'm not gonna tell Kiana until like years later.
You can tell
Or
me
way
now.
later. Okay, so it's either what I'm about to say or something else that I just can't remember. But
Then you're gonna wait till way later. We
I know.
Definitely will remember.
no. But it was when I went on the trip floating down the river.
Mhm.
The first day, me and Jenna went on a walk, and I remember we were walking, and again, I just kind of declared, yeah, it was definitely this time. I declared to the universe I needed to see a butterfly. Like I was like, I know I saw a sign before, but like I need another sign. I need another one to know that, just kind of like affirm it or confirm it, and then let it go. And we were walking a little bit, and this time it was probably a couple more minutes. And I just remember like we both turned to look back because we had heard something, or I don't know. And then there was also a butterfly on a tree on like the path that we were on.
Yeah, you didn't tell me that.
Nope, I know.
Nope. Glad that we're keeping secrets.
I just told you now.
Thanks.
Yeah. So that's that.
Mm-hmm.
That's the story of us. Of how we started hanging out at the gym randomly.
At the gym. Neither one of us
Like-
were looking for someone.
No, well, you were in a relationship.
And that's what
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
saying.
and I wasn't
Neither
looking
one
for-
of us
yeah.
were looking.
Yeah. And it's just so crazy to think about, like, all the, like, little decisions we made that, like, led us here.
Could have easily not happened.
Yeah. And didn't you say that? Because me walking into the gym, like, that earlier that day, I could have made just, like, some other little choice, and we could have easily not crossed paths right then and there.
Yeah, but
And
you saying see you to me helped me send you the message.
Yeah, that too.
Just because, like, that made it, like, not that you don't look approachable. You do look very approachable. I'm just very shy.
Mm-hmm.
So you, like, actually talking to me in person made it easier for me to send that message, even though it still took me a few days.
Yeah. How many days do you remember? Like a week?
3, 4.
Did you have it in your notes and then like here and there you'd look at it and change it and
Yeah.
like
A little bit.
that's awesome.
Make sure it sounded okay. Like I am smart
That's so awesome.
and know what I'm talking about. And now look at you. You're tracking macros.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thank you. Trying. Doing a little bit better. It's getting easier though now that like everything is like already in there. Or most stuff that I eat is already in there.
Mm-hmm.
It's just so crazy too because like I remember like if seeing you in the like for the first few times, I would have never guessed like, oh yeah, we're gonna be dating someday.
Nope. Would have never thought that. Like if you were to go back and tell me that we end up together, I'd be like, there's no way.
Yeah.
No.
That's crazy.
Now look at this. We can read each other's minds like we were doing last night.
Pretty much. 3
That was
times in a row.
Wild.
3 times in a row. I was thinking something and then you asked it.
Mm-hmm. Everybody says how happy you look now too.
I know. And they can like really tell. I think that most people are shocked that I'm with a girl.
What?
But also some people are not. Like afterwards they're like, I can
Makes
see that.
sense, yeah.
Yeah. But also I've had one guy asked me if I was pan. This was a while ago and I got super defensive and I was like, well at first I like didn't know what it was. What pan was, and I was like, well, I don't know what that is. Probably not.
No, I'm a human.
I'm a human. I'm a human, not a pan. That's hilarious. I've never heard that before.
Really?
No.
I gotta share this. I gotta find a meme.
That was so funny. That's hilarious. Yeah, but he like detected it in me. Okay, and didn't you like how you like didn't know? Because you can usually tell if someone's like
Yeah.
bi or not.
Okay, let me talk about me following you on Instagram because I looked up Anytime Fitness Brookings to find you, and I found you, and I didn't follow you right away because I was like, I don't know. I was nervous.
Yeah.
And then eventually I followed you, and then I was showing your Instagram to like all of my friends and asking them if they thought that you were like,
Do you think she's bi?
yeah, or into chicks at all. And then I saw pictures of you and your ex, and I was like, oh man, she's straight. Garbage.
That's funny.
You know what else? Have you shown Hannah that meme I sent you about twins? You need to send that to her.
I think I did. I don't know. Maybe not. I'm not sure. Hannah knew it though. Hannah guessed. The day we went to Palisades. I showed that, right? The day we went to Palisades and you were there?
Yeah. Yeah, you told me that she guessed it.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I think I was kind of like, because I remember being like messaging her and being like, I gotta tell you something.
Oh, yeah. I thought, because did you tell her before or after Florida?
After, because she knew it more. It like kind of confirmed it when we were in Florida because I was always on my phone. And always on finding a charger for my phone, and that's like not normal for me. I'm usually like not on my phone, especially on family vacations like that. And then I think that had my phone out somewhere, and we were texting or Snapchatting a lot. And she like glanced over my phone. She saw your name, and that's when she knew because she had met you before, and it like crossed their minds that maybe we're more than friends. Don't know. And I've had people, yeah, two for sure, be like later so one of them asked me for dating, and then they were like saying how they were trying to figure it out. And then another girl yesterday, she had said that same thing, like, because you were on my Instagram a lot, like stories and stuff, but like it wasn't like, yeah, we're dating, or I mean, it could have been like we're just friends, like really good friends, or we become good friends. It wasn't like clear. Now it's pretty clear.
We're dating, I think. I'm just here.
What else? I do remember, like, you did not seem, well, where do I put this? Oh, okay, so first, I thought you were older than me.
No.
You are, how, well?
5 years right now.
Apart?
Oh, yeah. I turned 25
in
in October.
People are, like, shocked when they hear that.
I know. One of your clients came up and asked, or said something about
how much older you are.
Yeah. Asked me.
Yeah.
Which is weird, because usually people think that I look, like, younger than I am.
That's crazy.
You look younger than you are, but
yeah.
I look like I am 12.
No, I don't think so.
13.
Yeah, 13.
Yeah.
But, what else was I saying?
I don't know.
Oh, crap. Because we're talking about age.
Did my age ever throw you off, or like?
No. What do you mean?
Like, I don't know, because I'm so much younger than you.
I think because to me, you're an old soul.
It's a very old soul.
And yeah. And I was with someone who was like way older, like a bit older than me. And so like if you're asking like if age, like if it felt weird being with someone who was younger, no. Because I'm in the mindset where like age is just a number, it doesn't really mean anything. But also I just had like, for me, I felt like you were older than me and you were just an old soul. So no, it didn't make that much of a difference. But I do remember thinking how I was kind of like not shocked, but it was really cool to see your sensitive side, because you have a huge sensitive side, and you would not expect it.
God,
now they do. You would not expect it, but it's freaking amazing.
Nope.
Yeah.
I'm a hard ass all the time.
Yeah, you seemed like a hard ass. That's for sure.
Yeah, I do remember. Whenever you started to notice it, you said something about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you said how I might be saying a lot more of that, or that you get like that with people that you really care about.
Yeah, you probably see a lot more of it now, huh?
Yeah, and I really loved that about you. Really love that about you. And I manifested you.
Yeah, you
Remember
did.
we talked about that?
Yeah. You did manifest me.
Seriously, I manifested you.
Because
not only was I like really working on myself internally, I kind of had been through like some other shit, but working on myself, getting to a place where I'm just like good on my own, don't need anyone else. I'm not looking for anything in anyone else. But also I was like thinking about what I would want in a relationship, what I need in a relationship, and in the other person, what I would want them to be like, and all of that. And I just like kind of slowly realized that like, holy shit, like that's you.
Here I am.
And I was about to say that I manifested you, but actually you said it first. Do you remember that? Yeah, you're like, you manifested me. Because I think we talked about that, how like everything that I thought about, I would want in someone, that's you. You're like, you manifested me.
You did.
That's literally what I was thinking.
But our souls did know each other before this, I'm pretty sure.
Why do you say that?
Just the way that we both felt when we first saw each other.
Yeah. Yeah, I like can't even describe the feeling. It was so weird.
And it was just like a sense of like recognition almost. Like I like knew you, but I didn't know you.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It's hard to describe. And because like when I get this, like I don't remember exactly like how you worded it, but like how you have like this overwhelming like joy when you're with me. I don't know, you recently said something like that. And like that's how I felt too.
I just say a lot of shit to you.
You know what? Where's my phone? Oh. It's recording.
Yeah.
Even you were like, I don't know. Because I have a notes pad thing, and anything that you say that like I
know you put it in there.
Yeah, I put it in there. And that was one of the things that you said. I don't remember exactly what it was. But I'll say that like every time you leave or like I leave you, even if just for a couple of days, and I know I'm gonna see you in a couple of days, like on the weekend or whatever, I just like bawl. I cry, and I feel like a part of my soul is like gone, is like getting like ripped out.
Very sad time for you.
I seriously, I just like I cry so hard. Yeah, and it's like a piece of my soul is missing. That's like how I always feel.
I handle it a little bit better than you, but I agree. That's how that feels.
Yeah.
Just a little bit empty.
Yeah. It's crazy. And then like when we're together, it's like it feels complete. It's so weird. I can't. It's like, but I feel it. I don't know. It's hard to explain.
What?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of anything else. It's been a long IGTV.
Yeah.
We're here for an hour and a half. Holy cow.
Yeah, the first like 20 minutes was just us messing
Those
around.
are the best though. I'm gonna keep that.
Why? I was talking about burgers.
I know. It's a little segue into this. No, I don't know. We'll see how it sounds.
It was me talking about burgers and you pulling my chair over here.
Yeah.
It was the first 20 minutes.
The first 20 minutes to like 5 minutes.
No. No. Watch it back.
Okay.
You want to make a bet?
No.
Yeah, what do you want to lose?
No.
Just talk about the one time I smoked you in that when we were at Hannah's house.
You didn't smoke me. Because I almost beat you a couple times.
Yeah, but you didn't.
Well, you didn't smoke me. Like, yeah, you
It's the
beat
upset
me.
of the year, babe.
It was not upset of the year.
You were upset.
No,
Upset.
it wasn't. Upset.
The crowd
Yeah.
went wild.
Had to chug a White Claw or something.
Yeah, press maybe, I don't know.
Oh, yeah, some seltzer.
Destroyed you.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
Stop.
You should have won that.
I know I should have, and I almost did a couple times.
But you didn't.
I know.
Almost doesn't matter. Get out of here with that.
I know I should have won. You win.
No, you didn't.
Okay.
Okay. Whatever makes you feel good. My legs are cold.
Why?
Because I'm cold.
Jesus, it's not very cold in here.
Yeah, it is. Babe, I'm withering away.
That's true.
I got nothing to keep me warm.
That's true.
Just kidding, I got a
You're
lot to keep me warm still, but...
Okay. Let's watch that scary movie. The rest of that.
Okay. I love watching scary movies with you.
Why?
Because you just sit there. Oh shit! Holy shit!
And then I freaking scream.
Yeah, and then you freak out.
Oh my god! I remember the second time yesterday. I couldn't control my body.
I know.
I screamed and my whole body was
You were kicking
shaking.
around for a little
Yeah, yeah. That's how like scared I was. Oh my god.
Like, what even happened that time? Wasn't there somebody outside the
It was
window?
no, that was the first time. Second time was they were watching a video and it looks like I didn't know. That's why I was so intently watching. I was like, what's gonna happen? What's going on? It was like on the grass, this like lawnmower, some machine was going and then
it ran
bam,
over
there's
the
a person.
Yeah.
Was not expecting that.
How were you not? All of the videos were like that. You
Well, I mean,
should've
I
known.
figured something
You
was
should've
coming,
known.
but also I was like, what's going on? Like, what's gonna happen? But I figured something was gonna happen. I just
I don't know why
when.
that one freaked you out so bad.
That was
Honestly.
bad. Yeah, that was bad.
I just like when the daughter was like pretending to sleep, but there was that dead girl right there. Holy shit!
Wait.
All you
Oh,
said.
yeah, because I was not expecting that to be there either. Oh my gosh. Okay, that's our story. Kind of cute, kind of funny, pretty amazing. Very out of the blue, random.
You should do more of these stories.
Yeah, we should.
I don't know what on.
We will for sure.
Okay.
I don't know what on either.
Maybe when we go on adventures, we can get like a little GoPro or something. Yeah.
Yes. We should for sure. We could bring this stuff with and we could document our adventures via video and podcast.
We'll see how I feel about you
Fine.
in a couple of weeks. It's our first one. Going on to Rapid.
That would be fun to document that.
Nope.
That would be so fun.
Nope.
You just said.
No, I didn't. I love you. You're my favorite. I didn't even say gay once.
Look at you!
There was a lot of times
Yeah,
I
you
almost
did.
did.
Really?
Yep. It's gonna be a lot
What?
less kissing in there.
Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Flow with the Grow. I'll see you next week for your daily dose of positivity and growth.